Greetings, programs. This is Wretch, and welcome back to Arslan, the Warriors of Legend. We have this really interesting scenario unlocked in free mode called the Clash with the Parsian Army. The Sindhuran army plans to invade Pars, but instead they find themselves attacked first by the Parsian army. Faced with a battle to drive off this powerful foe, Jaswant throws himself into the conflict. So this must be a prequel battle with maybe when he was serving with his adopted father under Gudevi? I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and find out. We've got a new weapon art we'll equip. And I'm going to keep the skill card set that I have him on. The one that I have is Lusitania, the Terrible Foe. I think it was. Yeah. And that really buffs up his attack power, but lowers his health. And since we haven't had a whole lot of trouble with health so far, I think we can go ahead and do that little trade-off. So let's see what exactly this fight is all about. King Karakala II of Sindhura orders Hereditary Chief Minister Mahendra to launch a large-scale advance and take the Badakhshan region from neighboring Pars. However, immediately before the start of the invasion, King Androgoras III of Pars, having sensed the activity on the border, leads a large force across the Kaveri River. Jaswant, entrusted with the front lines in Mahendra, prepares to risk his life in the face of the almighty Pars army. So this is way before the story of Arslan begins. It's another prequel battle. And we get to see what Jaswant was doing before all this went down. Withstand the Parsian army's attack. So now we're fighting with our countrymen. That's kind of cool. And he has this cool little flash kick. I really like his fighting style. And it's cool because all of these characters seem to have their own very, very unique styles. None of them are the same, I guess, is probably the best way to word that. Nope, there's Gudevi being Gudevi. Oh, I see. The teleporting is his normal attack that drains a little bit of his special. That makes a lot more sense now. Because I was thinking when we were originally using it, I was like, this is a nasty attack for just a chain. I'd never seen anything like that before. I guess I just wasn't chaining it correctly. Oh, Marzbān. Cool. Let's go see the old general in action here. He's a spear fighter too. So him and Gudevi actually have something in common. And he's tough. He's absorbing damage like a champ. He gives off that appearance too. He'd be just one of those big old, tough, Zhang Fei kind of guys. Take forever to kill. No offense to anyone, but if I was running in the middle of a battle and I saw a guy just cleaving through cleaving through my fellow soldiers with nothing more than a dagger, I would be quite concerned for our odds, or how exactly we were going to deal with such a adversary. So Marzbān's down. War elephants have fallen into an enemy trap because Gudevi is reckless. So, oh, we gotta fight Karlan next. Yeah, this is back when everything was relatively, I guess, easier. There were no traders yet. So it looks like we have to ride through the fortress and head south. Because all the other areas seem to be... Oh great, now Rajendra is going to go ahead and advance and get himself into trouble. Everyone's looking to make a name for themselves during this fight. With Jaswant caught in the middle. Alright, hi guys. Oh, it's Sam. We're gonna fight all of the Mardons, aren't we? Or Marzbāns. This should be interesting. Now, we find out more about Sam later in the anime, hopefully, and hopefully later in the story mode. He's a very interesting character. More flash kick. General has been defeated. Uh-oh. So we gotta speed through. Come on. Up you go. And all of these guys are going to enrage. Crazy. I see why we're not on a time limit. This would be horrendous had we actually had to do all these boss fights and within a certain amount of time. Because we are fighting the equivalent, the Parsian equivalent to the Tiger Generals from Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Okay, Sam's down. That should open this gate up. And that leaves... I know Karlan's in the group, but who's that other... Who's that other general? I think it actually just might be Karlan. Yeah, okay, it is just Karlan. Back from the dead in this nice little flashback. And we killed 300. Now, we fought Karlan many times before. We know how to deal with him. Not getting stabbed in the back by a defense captain would be a good way to start. And that was a complete waste of Musu. It's alright, though. Now, I wonder if we have to fight Daryun. Maybe not, because otherwise I figure Daryun would have recognized Jaswant. Now, the cool thing that I've noticed about Jaswant's fighting style is some of his combos actually end in a high jump, and he can potentially avoid Musu's. Oh, speaking of Jaswant, I forgot that we had a clone with us. Dual Leopards. I think I have a episode or a variation for an episode title. Almost there. Can we knock him down? There we go. Rank of A. Okay, Kadavi is safe. Let's go try and save Rajendra. What might have been. Imagine if one of the brothers had gotten killed, how easy this would be, how easy the situation when Arslan went to Sindhura in the first place. Well, I don't know. Had Rajendra... Ooh, that actually leads a whole lot of what-if questions. Let's do a nice rush here. Now we got some cavalry. Out of the way, Pex. And man, look at that. That is amazing. Speaking of Pex. Now, who's going after Rajendra right now? Kubard. I need to look at him. Who is who? Oh, hell's bells. Kubard. Okay. Now, we haven't really met Kubard yet. I assume that we will. He's a fun character. It's kind of confusing to watch him, and very cool to watch him in the anime. He has kind of his own little storyline that kind of tapers off from everyone. As you can see, he carries a big old sword, kind of like Auron from Final Fantasy X. And he knows how to use that sword, too. See, that right there is what I'm talking about. Jaswant just jumped over that potential Musu. Kubard's getting pretty thrashed, though, so that's good. Yeah. And let's just be thorough. Okay, Rajendra, you are safe now. Both princes are safe. Do we get to fight Androgoras? That will be awesome. Let's go pay our respects to the King of Pars. And it looks like we're attacking from the north and the south, which we were supposed to do in the first place. But both brothers being reckless kind of changed those plans. But fortunately, it looks like those plans are going to happen well, not exactly as we planned, but the effect remains the same. And I was going to see if we could attack right there through the middle, but it looks like we're going the exact same way. Oh, Varis. Jump off the horse here. We are in the wrong part of town. Daryun's uncle. Oh, there's the rush. I need the rush. Excuse me. Pardon me, horsies. It's like Fezzik from Princess Bride. Everybody move! This should be good. Cleave through the bosses. Yeah. And we're just going to do circuits here. That took out a lot of the trash. And let's see what's in this box. SP gauge. That's good. That is one thing that I need. We'll wait for another rush zone to show itself, but fortunately these elephants are on my side for once. And I guess we're going to take out the uncle before we take our shot at Androgoras. It'd be really cool if we could actually mount one of these elephants. Oh, hi Androgoras. Get you out of the way while I am busy with your right hand, as he is called. And we haven't fought him since Arslan's little training montage. So I have to say that this is probably one of my favorite battles so far in the game. Just because of the sheer amount of stuff we have to do. That should have dealt with Varus. I would think. Is he still around? Oh, yep, he's still in the fight. Here, go away. You extremely combat effective old man. Ooh. And what's Androgoras fighting with? He's just fighting with a big old sword, isn't he? And the thing about Varus is Varus just has that shield. So that actually makes it even the more impressive when Silver Mask was able to kill him so easy. Alright, Gadavi, can you get out of the way while I'm trying to attack Androgoras, please? See? He does a little bit of damage. Not a whole lot, though. But he's also distracted with a lot of enemy troops and big pachyderms. And looks like Gadavi had been dismounted. So Jaswant's main ability, I've noticed, he's an officer killer. That's pretty much what he's designed to do. And that looks to be enough for Pars for the day. I wonder when the timeline of this battle was, because it didn't actually say the year. Now we get to look at all of our skill cards and how much loot we got. I know one thing I do know, we definitely did not get an A ranking, or a S ranking. I'll take the A though. So let's take a look here at our skill cards. We have almost 8,000 gold, more than enough to synthesize. So let's look through the S. We've got General Govind. He was in Gujarat Fortress, if I recall correctly. Looking through the A cards. Alright, looks like we're synthesizing B cards. That's 1, 2. Future Court Painter. Graceful Divine Skills. I also really like the organization system of everything here. Makes it a whole lot easier. Sindhura. Okay. Now we look at the C cards. I know we definitely got some extras there. And we Spearmaster. And Kasheda, who we keep on getting multiples of. And I don't think we've ever had to fight him. He's just kind of there. The Zot clan. And there we go. Let's see what we get. Dreaming to be the court painter's wife. I think we may have gotten hosed on that one. Oh, never mind. We don't have that one, so that's good. So we've got the B equivalent to there. Any new? Nope. So I guess those last two scenarios that we fought in free mode was basically explaining Jaswant's story, just like we've done with Give and Farengeese and all the others. So that's cool. And we will move on to the story mode in the next episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you liked the video, go ahead and click like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. That'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.